All right. So anyway, when we are on antibiotics, we end up, you know, getting a compromised gut health. And we're not really taught that. I didn't know any of this stuff, but I suffered from allergies when I was very young, gave myself shots in high school, and I had headaches forever. And when I started seeing my friend posting on Facebook, who I went to college with and had cancer for 54 weeks of chemo radiation, and was off 8 medications and was a total different person, I opened my eyes. I was against supplements because I was a fitness instructor, and I was always like, you know, you don't need supplements if you just would exercise and eat right. Although I ate sugar like a crazy person, as I used to, you know, talk about that. So I was kind of just pretending I was a healthy eater, and I wasn't. So anyway, my body was speaking to me, lots of inflammation, pain everywhere. I had hiatal hernia, started that in '89. Fibromyalgia I was diagnosed with in '92, always constipated, so all these things. Anyway, the triplex is it's like a dream system because it's a weight loss, but it's a health system. So it addresses gut dysbiosis. Gut dysbiosis is when we have compromised gut health. We should have about 80% good gut bacteria, 20% not so good. But when it gets compromised, when you're on antibiotics, or say like even babies that are born cesarean, they don't get that lactobacillus that they're supposed to get when they go through the canal. And so they are a lot of times born with compromised gut health. So dandruff, eczema, all those things, that acne, are signs of poor gut health. And Candida albicans, I don't know if you've heard of that. That's the scientific name for it. So triplex addresses Candida. It has 5 strains of good gut bacteria in our ProBio 5. And then our BioCleanse is a different form of magnesium that helps your body get balanced. And then our Slim also is an amazing tool because it balances your blood sugar, and it also helps detoxify your body with the alpha lipoic acid. So when you start on the triplex using this chart, it's in our units in our Glammy Gutsy also. You want to start with, you know, first question is to ask people, are you regular? Because if you're constipated, just the other day I had a gal come, she's like, my friend, she only poops once a month. And she's like, I can't believe it. And this girl's 21 years old and she's miserable. But anyway, if they're not pooping normal, then we want to start with BioCleanse first. So then it doesn't really go by the chart, but we want to get those people regular and finding out if they're drinking water, all those things. And then a half a stick of Slim, and slowly add in the ProBio 5. The ProBio 5 is the one we take at night, and most probiotics people usually take with food. Ours is different because it's not a true probiotic. It's a powerhouse 3-in-1 enzyme, antifungal probiotic. So it has digestive enzymes that help with a lot of digestive issues, but also help. One of them called chitin or chitinosinase helps break down the biofilm of the outside of Candida. And that's where a lot of toxins get stored. So when that breaks down, you can have what's called Herxheimer reaction. Not everybody has it, but that's like detox. So then the gases are released. Sometimes you get yeast infection. You might get thrush, rashes, itchy skin, but that's the toxins leaving your body, and skin is our biggest organ. And so it has to release. And I always say we want to celebrate that when it happens, even though it's not a fun process, okay? So ProBio 5 starts with 1 at night, and that's why we check in and see how you're doing a lot, because if you're having some detox, we want to slow it down a little bit and maybe take a little longer in the stages to make sure you're feeling great before we go up to 2 ProBio 5. Then we go up to 3, then we go up to 4. 4 is considered high dosing. And I don't know the magic timeline for anybody, and neither will Leah, neither will Wanda, none of you. When you get friends on this stuff, you're not going to know. And that's why we use 3-way messages to help support somebody when they're learning all this and helping a friend or a family member in the process. The BioCleanse, like I said, is a form of magnesium that has sodium bicarbonate and vitamin C mixed with it. So it oxygenates your blood and acts as a gentle cleanser. I wish it wasn't called cleanse, because it isn't like a cleanse where you run to the bathroom. It's just a natural cleanser. You think of it like a gentle scrubber on the inside of your intestines and just get everything moving. Some people need 2 a day, some need 6, some need 8. I have the most healthy vegan runners that think their guts not a mess, and they get on these products and they detox like crazy because they're sugaraholics. Which is good. I mean, you need sugar when you run a lot, right? But anyway, so you never can tell how people will respond to this. But the biggest piece is education. And that's probably why I end up having a lot of teachers doing this, because we love the education piece. So the BioCleanse. If you have any questions, is there a chat? Let me see here. Put your questions in the chat. Yes, pimples are a sign of detox. So when your body is releasing candida, it needs to come out. And so you might have, like I said, not real fun during the process. Like I have a young girl who's 21 who last spring, she was detoxing. She had pimples and she worked at a golf course, and she took a picture of her chest. She's like, I can't go in public like this. So we decided just to stop the Probio 5, and she just through the summer just stayed on the pink drink and the BioCleanse and the vitamin. And then back in the winter, she got back on it. And so if you can push through it, it's best, but not everybody's going to have the same symptoms. In our units that we use for our resources and education, we have a whole unit dedicated to detoxing. So all the different signs are there and what to do. Milk thistle is a good supplement to take to help. It kills the gases that are being released when you're detoxing. Drinking lots of water, lemon water is best. And then Epsom salt baths also at night help draw out the toxins. Sugar cravings are also a detox sign. So when I started, I was craving, like I felt like I could eat my arm at first, but yet I was bloated. And I wasn't really educated about what was happening because we didn't really know, my sponsor and I, about all this stuff. I'm surprised I didn't quit when I think back, but for some reason I just kept going. But the sugar, candida will crave sugar when it's leaving your body because it wants to live. So temporarily, you might have some sugar cravings. So when we are at the stages, one of the questions we ask is, are you craving sugar still? Because if you are, we want you to stay then at that level. Like if say you're at 3 Probio 5, we'll keep you at 3 until those sugar cravings have weaned off. Then we'll up you to the next stage, okay? Any questions about the Slim or BioCleanse? I haven't talked about Slim yet, I guess, but BioCleanse or Probio 5? No? Yes, okay, so the Slim, we have 2 formulas. We have a microbiome activating and a hunger control Slim. Slim was created for type 2 diabetics to help them stabilize their glucose, have an active lifestyle and not hurt, and manage their weight. So they could and something easy to take. And when they discovered that it helped not just the type 2 diabetics, it helped everybody, is when they realized they wanted to call it Slim for a marketing tool. But it's actually, and I thought, well, I don't need this because why would I need blood sugar balance? My mom's type 2 diabetic. I don't have any trouble with blood sugar, but I had headaches and migraines and you name it. And I haven't had a headache or migraine since I started. So blood sugar balance affects everything. It's the precursor to the root causes of disease. Our products really, the triplex address 3 pillars of health: gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar stability. That is the cursor, the base to everything, okay? So anyway, this microbiome activating has extra prebiotics in it that feed your good gut flora. So it's like drinking 20 kombuchas. I'm not going to get into the technical names because you don't need to know all that. Just trust me on it. So usually when we start people on the products, we'll start on the hunger control. because it's less detox with this. And a lot of times weight loss is a goal. There's more fiber made from polydextrose, non-GMO polydextrose fiber in here, and it doesn't have the extra prebiotics like this one does. So you get a little bit of prebiotics, but this one is like powerhouse. So I take both, you know, I kind of alternate, I do both. So any questions about the Slim? We have the alpha lipoic acid. Raise your hand if you've heard of that as far as detoxifying and what it does for your body. No, you can buy alpha lipoic acid on Amazon in pill form. A lot of naturopathic doctors will prescribe it. It's for metal. It can detox your body from metals, but it helps with just detoxifying your liver and taking out the stuff our body can't process, like a Dorito. When we eat a Dorito, can our body break that down like if you eat spinach? No, because some of it's not food, right? So think of all the things we've eaten that really our body doesn't know what to do with. That's just a good way to explain the alpha lipoic. We all need detoxification with that. And then all the products are clean. Plexus did not want to go the pharmaceutical route. They wanted to keep everything non-synthetic, clean, plant-based. So the coloring is beetroot. Everything is, if you research the ingredients from the bottom up with our products, you will be amazed at it, because all the ingredients together synergistically work so well. That's why a lot of naturopathic doctors even support our products. And I have, well, my cousin who was nurse practitioner of the year 3 years ago, she called me and said, okay, I'm looking for a methylated vitamin and I can't find anywhere except Plexus. She's like, and I don't want to do network marketing, but I want your products. So anyway, she takes the products, her husband does too, and because he has RA, rheumatoid arthritis. But our products really address, like I said, the core issues. So when you address those, your symptoms go away. You're never going to be, you know, your diseases will never go away. But if the symptoms do and you have a better lifestyle, isn't that great? And that's our goal. So, so once people are on the triplex a while, usually they're ready to dabble in something more. Our Vital Biome is our true probiotic that I always say is like a cousin or a sister to our Probio 5. But we take both because the Probio 5 eliminates the bad, but does plant the good strains. So if you think of your gut as a garden, we have to clean our garden out before we can plant our seeds, right? So if you take a really good probiotic, but you're not getting rid of the bad, like what this does, you're really not going to have an optimal benefits from it. So that's where this comes in first, and then we add the Vital Biome. This has 8 strains of good gut bacteria. 6 of them address mood, depression, anxiety, and then 2 of them address digestive issues, and 1 is specifically for lactose intolerance. So there's a lot of people that are working with their doctor, weaning off their medicine, and feeling amazing. So Vital Biome, any questions on that?
There's a can you answer Peggy's question in the chat?
You know, that
if you're
that's
having
a
more
good question. If I have people that have had the same issue and get on the triplex and it's solved, and I can't tell you the science behind it, but we have a certified natural practitioner now working on our team who's doing a training Monday night, and she's going to be answering questions. So if you want the scientific reasons, she can tell you why it can help with that. I can't, because I'm just an elementary school teacher. I've learned this all on the go. But there is, if you research the strains in the Probio 5, I can't remember which one, I think it's Lactobacillus plantarum, is the one that addresses the IBS. I think it's IBS-C, but so hopefully that answers your question. And a lot of people think they don't need the BioCleanse because they have loose stools, but sometimes you can be lacking magnesium in your body. So I always say at least try and get 1 to 2 of these in. like 1 in the morning, 1 at night, regardless. Okay, any other questions? Another thing that's interesting is, you know, when you think of your gut, as far as it's kind of the manufacturer of our health, when we get compromised gut health, it ends up magnesium we end up being low in magnesium, okay? Because the candida prevents nutrition absorption also. So like I had low iron forever. And once I got on our products, I had tried everything and I don't have low iron anymore. So I know the candida was an issue, but also we have amazing vitamins. But I think it was both issues that were addressed. Magnesium ends up getting absorbed when you have too much sugar. For every gram of sugar, it takes 54 molecules of magnesium to process it. So think about that. And when we're low in magnesium, guess where magnesium is pulled from in our bodies? Any answers? What do you think?
Bones?
Yes, your bones. Yes. Good answer. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead and finish. But Cass, I messaged her. She said she'd share a little bit too with her experience.
Yeah. So I am type 2 diabetic. And I have struggled. I've been on metformin for decades now, and I have never been able to stick with it because I can't handle the side effects. And since starting, I've been on this stuff for about, what is it, like 3 weeks now? Maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. It has been so great. Like seeing, like, I mean, this is TMI, but you know, so this is all about, but like not having diarrhea like 2 days in a row is amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. So for me anyway, like the Plexus has really helped with that. Because I've constantly had that, and it's been really good to kind of get some regularity to that. And so, yeah.
And sorry, Marla, I was just gonna say, and for Cass, she took the Slim and got sick from that. So then you still aren't using that.
Yeah, I haven't started it up again yet.
So she just started BioCleanse only for like 2 weeks. So maybe if you're having, for anybody, if you're having loose stools, maybe go backwards, like, you know, stop taking some things, just start out with BioCleanse. And I think we just 1 a day, right? This is where you started.
Yeah, so I started with the BioCleanse 1 a day, and now I'm up to 4 a day, and I do 2 of the ProBios. So I still haven't introduced the pink back in. And my biggest, go ahead.
Well, what I've learned in 5 years is people that get really sick on the Slim, I tell them, wait till we're high dosed with ProBio 5, then we'll gradually introduce the Slim. You do it backwards because the alpha lipoic acid is detoxifying your body. You know, and you were kind of under some stress too at the time, I think, but I just think it's better to wait and get rid of all the candida and all the fungus and all that stuff, and then slowly introduce it in. So good. Thanks for being coachable. Not fun to drink something that tastes so good and then get sick.
Yeah.
Hard to sell that.
But I just want to say too that for Cass, or correct me if I'm wrong, but your blood sugar levels have really improved as well. At least.
Yeah, and it's I generally had like in the upper 200s to 300s like consistently, and I actually had a 130. For me, that's incredible. And so, granted, a lot of what this is bringing up is just like knowing what my body needs and getting the right things in at the right time. And so I'm sure that, you know, getting some regularity to all of that helps. Because like if, for example, I'm not sick all the time from my medication, I did get, just to be really honest, you know, so I mean, kind of a side effect, but it's been a really great one.
We have a lot of people that have this, similar stories, not exactly, but my mom's type 2 diabetic, her twin sister, my aunt, and they haven't had any crashes since getting on it. So they just love drinking because they have a lot of fluctuation before. And then I've been able to take less medicine also, which is huge. And I always say, when you talk to your doctors about natural supplements, if they don't approve, I always say, be your best advocate and just say, can you tell me which ingredient will harm me? Because a lot of times they're just stressed and they're overworked and they have paperwork up the yang, and they just don't have time to look. So nurses are really good to look most of the time, but pharmacists really are trained better to study supplements and know what you can and can't take. So taking it into your pharmacist, they'll probably take more time and energy. And we have a pharmacist on our team too that they actually own the All True Pharmacy. And she's from Mayville originally, so I've known her forever. Leah, you probably remember her. But anyway, she's going to share we have a wellness event coming up next Wednesday already. And the pharmacist is going to share her story because she has RA and constant constipation and used to. And what else did she have? Can't even remember right now. Oh, eczema. Yeah, she used to get shots for that. So anyway, that's what makes you addicted to sharing these stories, is stories like this. So like I said, I didn't plan on this business, but it's been a fun journey. We have the vitamin. I don't know, do you want me to spend a little time on the vitamin or not?
It's up to everybody else. So
I know I have to jump off in 2 minutes, so. But
okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
I've got a lot of my questions answered.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, Cass.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
sorry.
Yes.
And Peggy, do you guys want to hear about the vitamin, or are you good, or okay. Go ahead, Marla.
We have 2 minutes left if we're sticking to 30. I'll try and go fast. Our vitamin, when I started 5 years ago, this was our only vitamin, called X Factor Original now. And what makes it unique is it's methylated, meaning it's more bioavailable and it actually gets into your mitochondria. And don't ask me the science behind it, but it has aloe in it also, which adds to 300% absorption. And it's not folic acid, it's folate. So the methylated folate is huge. For those with MTHFR mutation, they can take this and everything is absorbed. So the iron is not synthetic. That's another thing I never realized years ago, is it's iron from the New Zealand blackcurrant berry. So when it's a natural iron, it's more absorbable into your body. So I've had people that have said they're allergic to iron, it's on their chart, but yet after triplex and introducing our vitamin, they can take it. So it's kind of crazy how that works, but I'm not recommending to do that unless you talk to your doctor. But anyway, X Factor Plus came out a couple years ago, which is has more minerals, has more of the multivitamin.
It's 4 o'clock.
Benefits, and also, sorry, that guy, I don't know how to unprogram my computer. It tells me what time it is. So see you, Cass. So that's annoying, that voice comes up. But anyway, this is an amazing vitamin because it has all the benefits that this has, exact same, except they've added extra minerals, like 19 minerals. And then they have selenium, which helps with T3, T4 hormone communication, whatever. So it's really good for thyroid support. And then also they added a formula in here that helps with menopausal issues. I have a lot of friends who love it because their hot flashes are decreased or have gone away. And one of my friends had the patch, even, that she took the patch off and she hasn't had any issues. So that's mainly, I recommend one at a time, starting with one because they are pretty strong and with food. And then we have a kid's vitamin also that's chewable that has probiotics in it and there's no sugar in it. So that's our vitamins. So yeah. Anything else?
Wanda asked about the lean.
Okay. I don't have it here, but love our lean. I've compared a lot of other protein shakes out there. We have milk chocolate and vanilla. And they come in a bag and you get 15 meals out of it if you use 2 scoops, or you get, if you use 1 scoop, you can get 30 meals out of it. So it is a meal replacement. It's over 300 calories, but it has it has the methylated vitamins again in it. And it has also different probiotic strains in it as well. We have vegan form, also vanilla and chocolate, mocha chocolate. So I had one today for lunch. It's really good. Not chalky and much cheaper than the other ones that I've looked at. And we don't have a lot of times you see like fructose, sucralose, those aren't absorbable in your body. So they're not really healthy to be taking a lot. So anything else? We only have like 25 products, but yet our company is like 23rd in the world with direct marketing. It's just kind of amazing. And our products, the most expensive product is our pink drink, but it's still cheaper than Starbucks. And, our bottles are mostly $40, $35, $40. So it's kind of amazing.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about like what they're currently taking, or how if they should take it differently or more or less, or I don't know, feeling sick or any questions like that from anybody?
Did you guys get to the high dosing of the Probio 5? Did all of you follow the stage? No?
Do you know what those are? Or should we could show you what that table is?
I put it in the albums, Leah, in our Glammy Gutsy group, and then it's also still in Unit 1.
Okay.
I could share the screen too and show it, but she could. So
okay. Hang on, let me see. I have it on my computer here. So I'll just hang on one second.
Marla, the BioCleanse, I did get up to like 4 a day. Okay. And I did get some stomach issues from that.
Yeah, and the BioCleanse, I still adjust according to my body. Like if I haven't gone bathroom by the afternoon, like I'll take 2 in the morning. If I haven't gone again by 2 in the afternoon. Oh, did I freeze?
I just shared my screen. Can everybody see this? Yeah, Marla froze.
Yes.
Okay. So this is, can you see this too,
okay.
Marla?
Yep, I can.
Okay, so this is the table, I guess, or I should say chart that I was talking about, or that we were talking about. This is, so for the triplex, are you everybody taking Slim? Everybody, Brenda, do you Slim too? Okay, so you take your Slim in the morning, or some people take it before bedtime too, so or in the afternoon. It really just depends what's best for you. They say don't like drink it with your meal, because it has those natural fibers in that will help you feel fuller. So correct me if I'm wrong, Marla, just pipe in here.
Well, the hunger control, yeah, you want to usually drink to prevent overeating. So like a half an hour before your meal, or some people that like after work or after school, they'll sip on it while they're making supper. So they're not trying, that's usually when you're hungriest. So it depends on the person. Like I always say, when is your hardest time for emotional eating? That's when you probably should drink it. So it always works a little different for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. So then, if you are here, if you're at 1 BioCleanse and that's all you do, and then you slowly work your way up to 2 BioCleanse. And so like on this chart, you might only, get up to 2, and like what Marla said, depending on what your body is doing. So if you are having loose stools or diarrhea, you might want to, go back on your BioCleanse, or if you're upping your ProBio 5, you might want to go backwards on your ProBio 5 until your body kind of adjusts, and just stay at that level for a while, and then try upping one or the other. So then you eventually, stage 2 is adding in 1 ProBio 5, and 3 would be adding 2 ProBio 5, and then going on and following this.
Yep. And that's why the asterisk is there, is because that means it's according to what your body's telling you.
You don't have to take two BioCleanse here, in the evening. Only if you maybe aren't going to the bathroom
It
at all.
explains it down here on the bottom, but
So there's this, and then the rest of that information at the bottom. And then if you want, I don't think I can send them to you. I think I have your number, Brenda, too, or Wanda can send them to you both too. But then there's this part too of that kind of explains the working through the stages, and it just depends on your body how long that stage could be. So once you get up to ProBio 5 of 4, for a little while, till you're basically not having sugar cravings while on them. Is that kind of what?
Yep. And they feel great. Like they don't have headaches. They don't have IBS. They aren't taking naps. Yeah. That's a sign that your body's functioning and balanced.
So then you could probably go down. I know some people take 2 or 3 as the maintaining always, 2 or 3. So you don't have to always take 4. But maybe if you are starting to feel like you're getting a cold or getting sick, then you can up your ProBio 5.
Yep. Or if you have to go on antibiotics,
Yep.
then you just keep it high. But like for me, I've been doing this 5 years, and if I eat too much sugar or too many carbs, I will up my ProBio 5 at night, because I don't want the candida to get ahead of me. And so if I eat really clean, I'll take 1 to 2. That's my maintenance. I'm always adjusting that way. So that's the best way. 25 grams of sugar is our max for women a day. So if you start looking at the different forms of sugar, it adds up fast.
Yeah.
For men, it's 36. For children, it's 13. And a cup of milk has like 8 grams of sugar for kids. And skim milk is worse than whole milk. So a lot of kids are getting way too much sugar.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you guys want to ever invite friends to do this with you too, we can do these sip and shares. We have an event next Wednesday, but hope this has been informational. And
yeah, anybody else have any questions? Do you feel like the products so far you're using are helpful, or I don't know?
What are they doing for you? Can I ask you?
Anybody want to share any positives or negatives if you need help with those?
Well, I know.
Hold on, Brenda. You're muted.
Oh, go ahead, Brenda.
Go ahead.
Now we can hear you.
I was just going to say, I feel my gut health is better. I feel like my bowel movements are on a regular basis. I guess I didn't realize you could take up to like that probiotic 5 or a bedtime, that you could take that many. I was taking 1, and then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll up it to 2, because I took it that would maybe cause me to have diarrhea or something. What I was thinking in my head.
And it might too. So, if it does, then just stay with the lower dose that you
Seems like it's working what I'm doing. So
Well, and a lot of times people will, like when I started, there was no chart. I just did what the bottle said. But we've been working with, naturopaths and realizing you know, when you do go slow, people don't have severe detox, and you do need to get to that high dose to really get a handle on that candida. So I always, when I start craving sugar, I know I have to up my ProBio 5, and then I'll take it a couple nights at 4, and then it's like, my sugar cravings are better. It's crazy. It's, yeah, it's, so did you ever get up to 4 at all, Brenda?
Oh,
No. So you could probably start with like 3 for a while, for a week, and then see if you notice anything. You might have some detox a little bit. And then 4, and then when you're out running marathons, then it's a sign you're ready to cut back down. But there's no wrong way to start. There really isn't, but the chart really is effective, and it's the best way to start.
That chart again. Leah, if you could send the chart again.
Yeah.
I thought I printed it off and put it somewhere, but I don't know.
Okay. Yep, I can do that. Do you want it? It's a photo. Do you want me to email it or text
Yeah,
it?
you can email it. Email it.
Peggy, do you need it too? Okay. So, yeah, any other questions or?
And we do have studies that show Triplex works for weight loss. It's not just a health system, but it's not like an instant weight loss that people want a lot of times. But I don't think there is anything that's sustainable when it's instant weight loss. So that's my feeling anyway. And when you feel better, you move more, you do better, you're just a better all around. And so longevity of this and behavior change at the same time just makes more sense in my, and it's just more, you do have to take it every day. And that's where, if you would have told me that 5 years ago that I'd still be taking this, I would have said, you're crazy. But now I know gut health is a problem. I mean, we have a gal on our team who had alopecia and she has her hair back. She's not wearing a wig anymore. I mean, there's just amazing stories, you guys, that just make you really passionate. First baby born was 4 years ago, because she had 2 miscarriages, and just because when your blood sugar is balanced, your hormones are balanced, and then your insulin is a master hormone, so that's balanced. Insulin resistance is such an issue now, and the cursor is, the blood sugar instability, which triggers inflammation, which triggers everything else. So,
yeah, it's crazy.
It is kind of pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if anybody else has any questions, otherwise, good to see everybody.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So let us know if you ever have any questions, or if you, know somebody else that's having, health issues of any kind, and you don't feel like you have the answers, just let me know or want to know, and I ask Marla all the time, so I don't know either.
Yeah, and Plexus really does, network marketing. I never thought I'd be a network marketer, and I don't consider myself one, but we are one. That's what this is, and you get people that probably say, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, whatever. If it was, it'd be illegal. So we know it's not true, but how our CEO and founder wanted to come up with a company where you could, products that worked, you could afford them, you don't need inventory, and you can actually make money sharing that. And you make money at all levels, not just the ones at the top. So our comp plan is written in such a unique way that people that are in other network marketing companies have come and said, wow, I can't believe your comp plan's written that way. Because there's like all these confusing binary legs and all these weird things. Like, I didn't understand the comp plan for 3 years. I just kept sharing. And now I kind of understand it better. And I'm at the top 3% of the company. But that wouldn't have happened if the products didn't work. And so I think it's not anything scary to talk to people about this. And we have a lot of people that will take their products in and get it okayed from the doctor. In Grand Forks, this guy is a type 2 diabetic and on lots of medications, and he took it in and took it out of the bag, and she goes, oh, is that Plexus? And he said, yeah. She goes, oh, you're good to go. They're becoming more, I think, depending on their training and that, but yeah, it's been a great journey. So,
Mhm. Okay.
but should I leave so you guys can chat? Do you want me to leave?
I don't think, unless you guys have questions, I think
Okay.
we're
Yeah. So hopefully you guys can get to the wellness event. It's a Zoom like this. That'll be next Wednesday with more testimonies, and then Monday night we have a training on our products and how to incorporate intermittent fasting, and then question answers on our products. So, yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, thanks
I
everybody.
just wanted
Yep,
to thank you,
thank you.
Marla, for coming on with us today.
You bet. Again, my
I had
hair
kind
wasn't
of
done.
a bad connection off and on, so, but do appreciate you being with us today, though.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys too for dedicating to learning new stuff. Gut health stuff is kind of different, but yeah, it's great. And Leah does such an amazing job. She's techie. I'm not techie either. That's another thing. It's like, oh, I'm learning.
Oh, I'm learning too.
All right.
Okay, well, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later.
too.
Okay.
Sounds
Bye.
good. See you later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Yep, bye-bye.